All 3 petals are the same till row 6. After that, they change. So let's start with that. To make the flowers giant, I'm holding the yarn double. You can hold it, of course, one strand as well. They'll make a smaller flower. Start with your working yarn, wrap it around your middle finger for a magic ring. Insert your hook under the yarn, draw your working yarn like a loop, and chain 1. This chain does not count as a stitch. Now in the ring, we'll do 5 single crochets. Grab your marker, draw the magic ring, and going back into that first stitch, first we'll put the marker under your hook. We'll increase each stitch with 2 stitches. So we'll have 10 stitches at the end of round 2. 2 stitches, 2 single crochets into the next stitch as well, all the way till the end. Row 3 starts with an increase, so 2 single crochets into the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet into the next, and we keep repeating that for a total of 15 stitches. Row 4 starts with an increase, and then 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, and we keep repeating that for a total of 20 stitches by the end of the row. Row number 5 starts with an increase and 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches. And I'm using a 5.5mm crochet hook and holding the yarn double. At the end of the row, you'll have 25 stitches. And row number 6 starts with an increase, and then we have 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches for a total of 30 stitches at the end. Each row is increased 5 times because we started with 5 stitches at the beginning. For the small petals that are most inside petals, we're gonna start doing the last 2 rows after row 6. And that I'll use this color, but the darkest pink I used was for those petals that are inside. So we'll start with row number 7 with 11 single crochets here. After those 11 single crochets, we'll have half double crochet increased into the next stitch. So we'll have 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. And then we're going to have a half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So half double crochet, and then we repeat that one more time. We'll have an increase and 2 half double crochets. After that, we'll have an increase as well with half double crochets. And we should have 12 single crochets here left to do. So 12 single crochets, and we are reaching the marker. Row number 8, the last row, starts with 11 single crochets. The next 10 stitches will get increases with half double crochet, so make sure you yarn over. So 2 half double crochets into each stitch for a total of 10 stitches. These are all increases. And you'll have here 12 single crochets left. So till the end, do just single crochets. For the medium-sized petal, we're going to be increasing 1 more row just for the base, and then we'll start the half double crochet increases. And row number 7 here starts with an increase, just single crochets increase, and then we have 5 single crochets and then increase again. We repeat that 5 times and we'll have 35 stitches at the end. Row number 8 starts with 6 single crochets. Then the next section starts with half double crochets, which is an increase. The first stitch here is an increase of half double crochets, and then we have 6 half double crochets before the next increase. And we're going to repeat that for a total of 3 times, and we're going to have 7 single crochets here to finish at the end of the row. Before those 7 single crochets over here at the end of the row, we will have another half double crochet increase, and then we have 7 single crochets all the way till the end. Row number 9 starts with 7 single crochets. Then we have 12 half double crochet increases. So the next 12 stitches will get 2 half double crochets in each stitch. The next stitch will get 2 half double crochets into the same stitch, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. And this creates a little tip here for the petal. And then we'll have again 12 half double crochet increases. So each stitch will get 2 half double crochets, and then we'll have 7 single crochets again till the end of the row. And I'm ending the row with those 7 single crochets here, and you can just cut your yarn, form your petal, and remove your marker. So now the largest petal. So the base of each petal had 1 row more than the first. So this one had a base of 6 rows, this one had a base of 7 rows, this will have a base of 8. So once you go back and watch the part with those first 7 rows, the last row here for the base, before we start the half double crochets, will be an increase, and 6 single crochets before the next increase. And this will go for 5 times, and we'll have a total of 40 stitches by the end of this row. And this is row 8. So now we'll do the last 2 rows with half double crochets. And row number 9 starts with 7 single crochets. Next, we will have half double crochet increase. So we're going to get 2 half double crochets into the next stitch, and then we'll have 3 half double crochets into the next 3 stitches. So no increases here, just 3 half double crochets, and we'll repeat that for 6 times total, and then we'll have 1 more half double increase, and then we'll have 8 single crochets till the beginning of the row. And the last row, row number 10, starts with 7 single crochets. After that, we have 16 half double crochet increases, so which means we're gonna yarn over and do 2 half double crochets into the next 16 stitches. After you're done with those 16 stitches, we're gonna do again that middle over here, and that is done with 2 half double crochets into the same stitch, and then we have chain 2, and into the same stitch we do 2 more half double crochets. And then we have again 16 half double crochet increases. And when we reach again here, we're gonna have 7 single crochets and we're done. So for the largest petals, you need 5 of them. For the smallest one, 3, and the medium size, 4. I'm still working on my medium size. So, and then we're gonna glue them together, or you can sew them together, it's up to you. And this is a huge flower. We are not going to put a stem, we're just going to put some green part under the petals to resemble a real flower, but it's a showstopper, so we don't need a stem for that. Into a magic circle, do chain 3, and then we're going to do 17 single crochets for a total of 18 single crochets, double crochets, sorry. We're gonna count the chain here as a double crochet. However, if you want to put a stem, leave a tiny hole here when you pull your magic ring here. To secure your magic ring, pick a stitch here and do a couple of chains, and this secures your end really well. There we go. And into the top of the chain right over here, we'll do a slip stitch, and then into that first loop over here on top of the chain, we're gonna do a slip stitch as well. So it kind of creates those nice loops that look nicely around. And over here we're gonna be chaining 2, and then skipping 2 stitches into the third, we'll do a single crochet. So we're going to be having those loops all around for a total of 6 loops like this. So chain 2, skip 2 stitches. You can look here at the top, and just like this, go all around. And then with your 6th loop over here, that chain space, do a slip stitch at the beginning, and with a slip stitch go into that chain space you just did. We're gonna making those little leaves, and chain 2, and into the same chain space we're gonna put 1 double crochet, but we're not gonna finish it, and we're gonna do it one more time. So we're gonna have half unfinished, we're gonna have 2 unfinished double crochets. We're gonna crochet those all together, and then we'll chain 2, and we'll go back into the same chain space and do a slip stitch. And we're gonna have that first little leaf here. We're gonna go into the next chain space, we're gonna do a slip stitch, and we'll do again the same thing, chain 2, 2 double crochets crocheted together. So we just have 2 double crochets unfinished, crochet those together with the chain at the beginning, and then chain 2 and close that leaf with a slip stitch. And then we go the next one with a slip stitch. We do the same thing for all the sides, for all the chain spaces. And then slip stitch into the beginning and cut your yarn. So let's see how we can make a leaf. So start with a slip knot here. You can do the slip knot the way you like it. And chain 8. Now, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't count the one on the hook. Skip the first chain and single crochets all the way till the end. So you'll have 7 single crochets here. Okay, so here we'll have now a chain, and we're gonna turn, and into the first stitch we'll put a single crochet, and then we'll have half double crochet, and then we'll have 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches, and then we'll have a half double crochet again, and a single crochet at the tip. And then again, we'll move now to the other side. We'll do chain 1 before that. And then over here, we'll have again a single crochet. And then half double crochet, 3 double crochets. We'll just mirror the other side. And then a half double crochet, and then a single crochet, and that's it. That's for the leaves. Okay, so I'll be using the middles here. Can get those later. Let's see, this one will go here in the middle, and I'll cut those ends later once I'm done with everything. So I'll do the same thing with all of them, and then I will put this one inside the previous and the next one in the next color.